certainly tiring.
Look out, Wizard! We're under attack!
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there.
Strike a balance. There's no better time to strike. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. We cannot break it from this side.
Really? Now?
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
We've got the openings!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Most impressive, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile.
When tarred, shoot it with open flame. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I will protect you. Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey. I can do no less than serve as that. Never have I encountered such a strategy. Now that's a surprise.
I don't want to die. Not like this.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say, we forge on together for as long as we may.
How are we to get through this door?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a journey. I shall cherish
It will
my
be an
memories
honor
of-
to serve by your side. One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, although carts travel only by the sun's light.
Should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't.
Aye, got some coin. Much appreciated.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Master storyteller. And should my tale... will entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. he delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as, "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
My bed cools, and I shan't resist.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Always doing about a dozen things at once.
So.
Now here's a welcome son. How might I be of service?
What a fool I was
Gather
to
round,
think I could
gather round.
survive.
Treat your ears to a tale by a master stork.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful...
I'd heard tell of a beggar. So where's he get his coin then? Makes a man wonder, it does. Could be he's involved in something.
Me? Just go.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a...
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble store. What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as, "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed to stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man grew. Up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light. Ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed. Wary of his...
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all. Vernworth, you know where to find me. The solution.
Welcome.
Me, but I'm certain there is
Go on, have a look.
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat growing in. Another way to save your own skin.
If Torup's ready for the morrow,
Gotta make room for my next shipment.
Well met, sir.
Slim pickings of late.
Would that all my days were so true.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
It's too quiet here. Our brigands lurking about. Mindless labor is for mindless
So enjoy dancing.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
A crowd that size and not a single head.
Here
My
are my
list of
perception on my
duties
affairs.
grows ere longer.
Is this fast truly to the Sovereign's taste?
I can ask for no more than that.
Best to remain sober. Much to be...
breadth of knowledge is no less important than depth.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. My sword on.
Could use a little excitement in my life.
Not to focus. My head will
fine place to sit and gather one's thoughts.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Mayhap a noble will succumb to my charms.
Always sets me to think.
Leave me be.
It would seem our sovereign has recovered enough to
Why, no. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
'Twouldn't do.
So, tell me more of this ox cart. Might as well make merry while the wine...
I shan't let any...
Our first sol... These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
Dull days for us.
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
I find it liberating to...
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods. Another ale can't make my...
How to proceed?
I pray someone asks me to dance ere long.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel.
Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime. If you escape with your life, that is. No.
I'll find myself a worthy patron soon enough.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
It is quiet now.
Could have sworn I ought to
So many happy voices carried on the wind.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Do take care not to stray. Go far next time.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared... All right on the roads, despite the hour?
Much obliged.
Here I've no wisdom to offer.
I'll have an early supper.
Days like this need to be alive. Welcome. Always got
Peruse at your neck.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's... Well, well. He is merely Desa's puppet then. 'Tis like even were he to be removed. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man he seems a man of import. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
That's odd.
Good day, sir.